Hello, everyone. Namaste. A very warm welcome to everyone joining us from across the world. It's Sunday, and you know what that means, right? Another heart opening and mind expanding evening with Ignite, which is presented by Pyramid Youth for Meditation and Ahimsa. And I'm Yamini, and I'm going to be the host for today's session. So, successfully, we are on week 14th of this Ignite journey. And each week, we have heard different stories, insights, and meditations. It's incredible how far we have come together, right? Each week has opened up a new perspective on some or the other topic. And today is no different. We have an amazing speaker to share her journey and to share her experience here. But before we get in conversations with her, let's take a few moments for ourselves, right? Let's just take a few moments to pause and breathe. I know in today's world, it has become really difficult for us to sit in silence and meditate. But guys, I'm telling you one thing. We show up for almost for everyone. We show up for everything that needs our attention, but we never really feel the need to show up for ourselves. But guys, it's high time. We are always on this run of chasing goals, or fixing things, or fulfilling something in life, but the thing is, that will be taken care of. We need to at least sit in silence for few moments rather than being in the loop of doing something, proving something. Let's just be in this present moment. Let's just start being with ourselves. Let's just observe what is happening within ourselves. So, wherever you are, just have some water so that we'll start the meditation session. Get yourself seated comfortably, spine relaxed but alert. Now, clasp your hands, see the legs, close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath together first. Breathe in, breathe again. Breathe in, continue in the meditative state. thoughts. Just the breath and if the thoughts arise, thinking, let them pass like clouds in the sky. Gentle, silent witness. Back to yourself. Mhm. Where else you need to be? Just few seconds, masters. Five, four, three, two, one. Rub your palms together. Place them on your eyes. And whenever you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. That was really great and wonderful. How was the meditation session? I hope everyone is waiting for the interesting conversations to start. So yeah, let's just blow some interesting conversations with our speaker today.
Hi, Amini. Nice to see you.
Hi, Pravalika. Yeah,
Hi, all.
she's joining us today all the way from Germany. So I would like to give a brief introduction about our speaker. So she's originally from Suryapet, Telangana, but right now she's living in Darmstadt, working as a flight dynamics engineer at the European Space Operations Center, contributing to interplanetary space missions. She's also been a vegetarian and practicing meditations for more than 9 years now. Let's just welcome her with all the love and oneness. Hi, Pravalika.
Thanks a lot. Thank you for your encouraging words. I feel very lucky to be here and share my journey with you all.
Yeah. So when I first got in, touch with you, when you first said that you are into aerospace engineering and you're working on this interplanetary missions, I was really fascinated to hear that because it is something that we don't generally hear in every day. At least if I want to speak for myself, I don't generally hear that every day. But before getting into this spacecraft and stars, I would like to start before that, where were you and how did your journey into meditation begin?
Um, my introduction to the meditation was from my family. So when I was I think class 9, my family got introduced to PMC and also their meditation programs and teachings in Suryapet. So slowly when we started going to those, that is how I knew meditation in the beginning. But I was not really into meditation when I started joining those classes. But after a while, I the wisdom they were sharing, that's all like storing in the subconscious. When I had a trouble or tough time in my career, I quickly knew which one to go to and how to solve this, how to get answers to my questions and also progress further.
So you said you are into meditation for 7 years and into being a vegetarian, you are almost into 9 years now. So while
Yes.
juggling such a demanding profession, you know, it's great. But then was there any turning point where something that made you go like, this is more than just stress relief? Like this is what is life itself. Was there any such turning point?
And this journey, as fascinating as it sounds, it was a bit of suspense for me too. Yeah, during my we all take the MSET or JEE, IIT, JEE, all
Yes,
these
yes.
exams. Just like all my classmates, I wanted to choose computer science or something like that. But I was put in a position that at that particular time aerospace engineering sounded very fascinating and interesting to me, and I had my interest in physics back from childhood. So that was a chance I took when I got into this. But after some time I realized, oh, this can be a very interesting path, very fast, very adventurous also. And coming here, it's all many roundabouts and many turns. We can discuss further.
Yeah, yeah. So, what made you choose this aerospace engineering? Like as you said, a lot of people are into engineering and MSET and all, but then they choose computer science or some other topic. Was there any like in meditation, did you feel any like interdimensional experiences or something that led you to choose this path, or was it?
During my plus two, that is when I became a vegetarian and was seriously trying to find out what I was interested in. And when after I took the decision of I want to become a vegetarian, I had some visions and sleep visions and kind of they call them out of body experiences.
Yeah,
So those were I was uh, very baby. I was taking only baby steps in the meditation because I think the decision I took that I want to be a vegetarian, uh, uh, I saw many things, many out of body experiences, and I was really curious. Oh, uh, my soul or my universe is trying to tell me something. So maybe it wants to change my path, or what I want to do. So I was a bit closed till then. So let's choose software, like everyone, like all my friends. I was like that. But after all of this, I was more open. Okay, which would be very interesting to me, or which I never thought of. I thought I gave a chance to every idea I can think of, and then even while choosing, I had this interest about rockets when I was a kid, but that was not any big. That was only a small thing. But when this aerospace engineering thing came into the picture, I just felt, oh, this is the path I want to go to. And it was more like an intuition or a gut feeling. And I'm also a bit surprised that I chose that path at that time. So
yeah.
everything around was has changed around me. All the circumstances, the exams I took, it's like the path is paved in the direction at that time for me.
That's great. So
Yeah.
you have chosen this. That's the reason maybe you have chosen this topic today. The topic is, living in flow and,
Yeah.
and finding your own purpose. But I
Yes.
just want to ask, like, for purpose, there are a lot of definitions for it. A
Yes.
simple question: what is purpose?
When you're following your purpose, you get a feeling that I am at the right place, doing the right thing,
Hmm.
and you feel very, at the same time, you feel very inspired, and also you don't feel that you're alone. You feel like there is some support, some unknown support coming for you, supporting you, and also helping you, and you feel like the purpose is not just you. It is much bigger than you, and it is happening through you. When you feel that kind of surrenderance and that kind of uh, alignment, that is the recognition. That is how you recognize your purpose.
But like in real life, people are like constantly torn between job versus passion or like duty versus calling. So, what does living in the flow means to you in this real world?
um, so we purpose is not just one thing. Like, we need to live a holistic life. So it can be a hobby, it can come as a hobby and then grow, and then you might take it up as a career later. uh, when you do not know your purpose, you might have to start small and see what you're really interested in, and what your passion is, and how and where will it take you. Sometimes the purpose need not be your strongest quality or strongest skill. It can be a bit different. So by when you take smaller steps into it, you get a bit of confidence, and you see how the surroundings are reacting to you or responding to you. And if you think when you're following a purpose, it feels like uh, everything is trying to help, and it slowly falls into space. Sorry, I think I got a bit ahead. Can you repeat your question?
No, what I asked is, like simply if you want to define purpose, like a lot of youth also don't know what their purpose is, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
they feel stuck at sometimes. They don't really know what it is clearly. So if you can define what purpose is in this real world, because sometimes the job we are doing is not our purpose. But then we don't know what it is. We feel stuck. It is like job versus purpose kind of thing.
Okay, if they fall on the opposite side, what do we
Yes.
do?
How do we do it?
It is it can be a mixed. Our purpose need not be a one just one thing, or
Hmm.
for suppose you are working in a job, or you are pursuing some bachelor's, or so if anything has come into you and has a part and has and was a part of your life for 4 years, or your job for few years, so it means it has a role to play in your purpose. So from the place you are, you try to keep evolving, and you try to find ways. So the expertise you got through your education, through your job, can also help your purpose. For suppose, if you're interested in music, but you're into some other profession like software engineering, the purpose can be the mix of both. What can you The overlap of music and software engineering, you have to think in those terms.
Okay. So, so what you meant is passion can be purpose in that ways. Sometimes.
Passion, yeah, passion can be purpose. Passion is what you can do effortlessly, and what you are really interested to do.
Hmm.
That closely aligns with purpose, but purpose also keeps evolving with time. So when you constantly try to grow and keep evolving, you kind of know what you have to do next.
So,
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you may feel okay, even with your passion you may feel a bit stuck, or with the limited skills or limited things, limited passions or skills you have, you may feel you may not uh, take your passion to a next level. So
hmm.
sometimes to grow you have to take steps which are not very comfortable, uh, but when you take those steps, when you take the initial steps, when you take one step you get help, and you get and you feel
True.
confident. Then you see how this small step can has taken your small little project, passion project, to next level.
Yeah. Sometimes we are not aware of the larger picture, so we just tend to get confused on what we are doing or where are we going. So,
Yeah.
what I could understand by what you said is that purpose is not something that we need to, chase in life. It is automatically created, or it can be unlocked eventually. Correct me if I'm
uh,
wrong.
yeah. I'll tell you with a small analogy. Suppose, let's take a seed,
Hmm.
just a normal seed. You don't know which seed it is, but when you plant it, you get it's a particular species of seed. uh, so the purpose is like something we had, the things you have told it is everything you told. uh, we have created it, and sometimes we find it, and sometimes we unlock the next parts of it. So how do we create it? So we always think, most of us think that we are just humans on earth, and for this life we only think of this life. So but we are not a very small life just on earth, so we are a multi-dimensional being. So we are more than it. So we are a soul. So soul takes lives in every planet, every star system, or so when it has come to you, when it has decided to come to earth through you, it has a plan. So what it wants to do in its life. So that's it. That's a tentative plan. So that's like a blueprint you have in the seed. So the seed comes here. The seed wants to grow into, let's say, a hibiscus plant. That's the tentative plan. So that's how you created it. But when you grow and when you go inside, you look through your inner introspection, you find your purpose. That's how you find what you're interested in, what your intuition is telling you. That's how you find it. But when you start implementing it, it can it in implementing it, you know exactly what how it's going for you. Every hibiscus tree, it's a hibiscus plant, but every plant doesn't grow the same.
True, exactly.
It
So
doesn't
it
it
has to
doesn't
know
exactly
itself that
have
it is
same
a
kind of,
hibiscus plant.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, same kind of it doesn't have same kind of flowers or same number of flowers or how long it will live. So that's like going into the details, and when you implement the intuition you have, the purpose tentative plan you have, you get to unlock the next levels of it.
So we just have to be in the flow to eventually understand what it is going to be, right?
Yes. When you are, yeah, getting to the being in the flow, when you are at a calmer state of mind, you can, when there are no distractions from outside, not many thoughts or fears from outside, you can peacefully go inside and see what your intuition is telling you. And it's not like our body looks solid, very solid, but we are not very closed beings. We are energy. It's like energy is flowing through us. We are just circuits of energy. So when you become open to those energies, the energy will flow through you, and also everything, whatever you want, you can act as a magnet, and your thoughts and your intentions can also are also very powerful. When you are free from fear and doubts, all these can become powerful and will bring the things which you want and which are in your purpose to you. So staying in this flow is very important. When you stay in the flow, it's like the energy flows through you, and it is like you are a, let's say you're a radio tower. So only when you have electricity in it, the tower can send signals and also receive signals. So when you stay in the flow of energy, you can broadcast and also receive signals. It's like the signals here you can has the same analogy of information, or the purpose you want to follow, or which is the right path for you.
Okay. So living in the flow actually sounds very peaceful, but does it also mean that you need to surrender your control? Because when you look at the larger picture, sometimes you don't know what it is going to be, but then you need to still trust the process. How do you balance that vision with the acceptance?
Okay. um it is like, uh, I can tell you this in two words: zoom in and zoom out. So when you want to follow something, implement something, follow your purpose, you have to zoom in and then work on every particular detail. Then you are trying to control everything.
Hmm.
But also you have to take time to zoom out.
Hmm.
You just see the larger picture and then you surrender. Then you so there are two aspects of it. Does it answer your question, or?
Can you actually, dissect it even more? Because I get your point, but then when you are
Yeah.
in the path of knowing your purpose, or you're trying to be in your flow, but how can we maintain that without surrender? Do we actually have to surrender our control for this, or still do we have to hold it?
Um, you there are some things which are in your control, so
Yeah.
you do your best to work on them. But there are things which are not in your control. So in those kinds of situations, you just let your energy or let your thoughts, intentions work for you. So then you surrender.
Okay.
You set your intention and surrender, and both are important. Suppose in a day you want to work on it, but you also want to surrender and then stay in the flow, and then receive energy, information, and then act with it.
So, can this purpose that we're talking about, do you think our
Yeah.
sense of purpose, can it be influenced by experiences that beyond the five senses? Can it be experienced beyond the five senses sometimes? Like, if yes, how do we connect with that in our own journey? We don't know about
Okay.
it currently, like the current factors that are influencing, but can it be influenced by beyond the five senses? Is that what is my question?
It is. I cannot give you particular instances of it, but I can. So we are. If we are not just a 3D human being, we are much more than it. So the our purpose in this single birth we have chosen on earth is also connected to your soul, to your soul's journey. So it's a
Hmm.
part of it.
Hmm.
So the higher aspects or higher dimensions of it definitely has influence on this particular life, and this particular life also has influence, also will add some more qualities, or bit more higher consciousness and experiences to that soul, so that will be valuable to that uh, soul.
Okay. So in your journey, as you are right now into aerospace engineering, and you are right now
Yeah.
working there. So is this what is your purpose? Do you feel, or you feel there's another purpose more?
um uh, when I was I started my bachelor's in aerospace engineering. And aerospace engineering, actually there were many subjects. It's a mix of many. It has some mechanical, some computer science, some electronics, and all of it. After I started with it, I was rethinking, oh, is this right for me? I'm not liking uh, everything in this. So when and sometime I had a hard time to choose or to think further what I want to do in future. But slowly I understood, okay, I like things that fly. The idea of flight, or the qualities of, you say, in your all, we have seven chakras.
Yes.
Seven chakras. Each chakra has some qualities. Just like that, the chakra anahata has the quality of wind. So I understood, okay, this lifetime, or this part of my journey, I want to work on anahata chakra, and also I want to know more about wind element, and also work with it. So that is the reason I've chosen aerospace engineering in my path. That is the reason I can say
Yeah.
it came into my path. That would be more correct. And when I understood that, okay, I'm on the right path, and that confidence and intuition or voice came from inside. I wanted to see, okay, if this is my path, what do I want to choose? I did explore everything in it, and I wanted to work on flight control and flight dynamics. And these are the parts I was interested in. And also, along with these, I also had no one told me much about it, but I had an curiosity about these higher dimension beings, and also higher and also extraterrestrial beings.
Hmm.
I heard many stories about government collaborations with these beings, and also trying to do something in the aerospace. When I heard the story for the first time, I was thinking, oh, I want to be there. I want to be part of this communication which happens with the other beings and Earth, and I want to be the ambassador if there is some kind of such a kind of thing. So knowing that I want to do what I want to do helped me choose narrow down my interest, and I just knew, okay, this is the thing I want to do. Everything else doesn't matter. So I was just focusing on only on that particular thing. And also I started my masters in IIT Bombay. So all these the uh, getting the admission over there is also a bit of manifestation, I could say. I was not supposed to get that particular thing at the mark I have, but it was like till the last minute someone was holding that thing, and and in the last round they I got it. So it was having a bit more intuition about my purpose helped me career wise, and also at the next path, if I want to say, would be if we could communicate to the whole humanity that we're not just human beings on earth. We have many other dimensions, and if they want to collaborate with us, I want to be part of it. That is the next higher goal I have.
So in whatever field you are working right now, what
Yeah,
I understand is there has to be, precision and logic, right? So
yeah,
you
yeah,
were mentioning that intuition is really important in the flow. While you have to maintain the flow, to trust the process and to trust the flow, intuition is
yes.
really important. So how did you balance the logic and precision and this intuition?
And this intuition. Um, Intuition, if you want to break it into small, more understandable thing, it is like logic, but logic 10 steps at a time.
Hmm.
So when you it's like intuition tells you something, but your mind tells you, oh, is it possible, is this the way you want to go? But because of the previous confidence you have built with your own intuition, you feel like, oh, let's go this path, and you finally recognize, oh, this was the reason I chose this path. uh, um, it was like that. Yeah, intuition is yeah, it can be a bit intuition is a bit vague, and logic and precision, you have to be very accurate.
Yeah, true. Exactly. But sometimes
um,
what happens is the logical brain, I mean, the frontal lobe always comes into, it does the math always and it gives you a solution. Sometimes what you feel is different from what the reality is, but you strongly feel that this is how it should be. So, how do we maintain that balance is what I was asking.
okay. um, taking calculative risks, that your intuition is saying something different from your logic.
Yeah.
Take a calculative risk, and if suppose if both are on the opposite side of the decision you are going to make, if in, it means that you have to dig more into the topic and learn a bit more, and then you finally come to a conclusion, oh, previously I was not thorough with my research. Now
Mm.
this helps me figure out, oh, I have missed some parts of it.
Yeah. So now, now that you work in this space exploration, it's so vast and it is futuristic. But and also you have been into meditation and spirituality. So you are backed up by science and you're also backed up by spirituality. So what is the
Yeah, yeah.
yeah? So what is the one common thing that you can understand in both these fields?
Um, just like you said, yeah. Though I am very interested in the topics like meditation and all these all other cooler topics, yeah, I would be a bit hesitant to talk about these topics to my colleagues in the office.
Yeah.
The common thing I would say is I would say I see all the paths are taking me to one goal. So what is the goal I want to work to? So if I think the goal is to make the human species, the life on Earth, interstellar. Interstellar is you being able to travel physically or astrally to different places, not only the solar system but also outside of it to uh, different even galactic systems. So for that to happen, you have to have some technology with you, and
Yes.
also
Definitely.
you need to be uh, spiritually also advanced.
Mm.
Only when you have both, you can you'll be capable to make that to think of that goal and also work on it. And it is like all the math, all the physics, and all the great ideas are like they feel like they are out of nowhere, but everything is like a vibration. When you can connect to the vibration, or when you can access that, only then they come into picture, they come into reality. So by having this inner light of spirituality, you know where to look for, or what kind of thing to look for, or what kind of solution to look, and approaching it in step by step way. There comes uh, the the science, or the aerospace knowledge I have.
Coming back to our topic, I know I got a bit carried away to the thing. So, what would you say to someone who is stuck, who feels like they're doing everything right, they're trusting the process, they're doing all the right things, but then nothing feels aligned or meaningful? Like, what steps can we take during that time?
Okay. um so when you feel stuck, it means you feel stuck with thoughts, and also maybe with your energies.
Mm.
um, so to make it, you have to if something is not working, it means maybe the right you haven't hit the right thing yet. If it feel that you have to make your thinking, or your thought, or your energies a bit more dynamic. Let's say you are doing everything right, but you are a bit introverted kind of person. So when you make yourself interacting with many people in the domain you want to excel, and you want to grow, you bring that a bit of dynamism into your thoughts. So what is the thing, or what is the aspect you are trying to avoid, or what is the thing you want to postpone or snooze it for later? If there is something, you might want to open that door and also see what that unlocks for you.
So do you have anything, any tips for us to, I mean, like go with the flow or trust the process? Uh, Anything that you would like to give to the audience in this process of finding our purpose?
Okay. I would say simply be brave, take a leap of faith, and try. And also, if not one thing, the you will find it in something else. So I would say just be brave. And we are all very powerful beings. And when if you are a bit when you're a bit calm and you want to if you observe, try to observe, you can even see your aura very easily. That's a very simple exercise. So when I saw my aura for the first time, all the wisdom or all the things, all the teachings, they were like, oh, then I realized for the first time, oh, we are not just uh, simple beings. We are a light being. I could see the glow, and I felt like a bulb inside, just glowing. It's like it's with everyone. So when you do those kind of things, you feel like you are not just a single being trying to do your trying to follow your purpose or your passion just all alone. When you connect with all the people who want to follow the same thing, you feel you're on the right path. And also building a community, that also can help.
I have this one question. Uh, in this entire process, did meditation really help you? And how did it help you? And what kind of experiences that you really have that you, I mean, one meditation experience that really changed your life or perspective towards life?
um from the beginning, I okay, meditation always make me make made me feel much calmer, much stable to think. And also when I'm supposed to make a decision or choose a path between many, uh, the right thing just came when I meditated. It came as a feeling, or something like that. uh, so how you feel about things, that can guide you to the right one very easily. So meditation has always been a part with all of my journey, but more of it is like when I meditated and I went to sleep, at the dreams I get, and many experiences I had, many experiences in the dreams I had during sleep. So everyone has a um different way of accessing the subconscious. So for me, maybe that could have been easier with my sleep. So that's all I want to say.
Thank you so much. That was actually a wonderful conversation that we have. Now, I guess it's time for the participants to shoot questions. Let's open the space for the questions for our audience as well. Guys, if you have any kind of questions, you can either raise your hands or drop your question in the chat box, or you can directly ask Pravalika yourself. Questions?
Hello.
Hi,
Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
good evening. Your name,
Some
sir?
My name is Amarnath Reddy.
uh, Hi, Amarnath garu.
Sometimes I didn't get motivation to do meditation. I mean, when unless I don't have any nearby pyramid. So what I have to do?
Okay. um Meditation is just like being more aware and being more calm. So
Hmm,
whatever helps you to get to that state. Maybe if you want to
hmm,
go out and in a nice park you want to do, or sit,
hmm,
or where you have a good breeze, or And also, if you try meditating at one particular spot at your home,
mm,
and then
mm,
that gives you a vibe. You build a vibe there that you want to meditate.
mhm.
And also, you can try meditating with a group.
Mm,
Initially, sitting for more time, and also you'll get a lot of thoughts. So it
mm,
requires a bit of discipline. But when you
mm,
make it a small habit, then you
mm.
will crave for it with time.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
There's another question in the question answer box. It is Sai Krupa. She had asked how to be strong in physics and will you give some strategies for +1 and +2?
I didn't expect that. Um, I physics. My interest in physics was because I wanted to know how things worked, the things which are moving, or the things around how it worked. With that, because of that curiosity, I felt very happy when I knew a principle in physics, and which helped me to understand the things going on around. So just be curious and open, and you will pick it up very easily.
Great. Any more questions? Another question is, if no more questions, then yeah, Pravalika, you.
And also, I want to say, when about the topic living in the flow with purpose, when you start implementing it, you will find many synchronicities along your path. That also helps you recognize which path you want to go into. This thing I want to say how it the role it played in my life to come to Germany. So I was doing my masters, and then all my subjects had um, were about airplanes and drones. So I was my thesis and my all my subjects were on it. But I had an inner feeling that I wanted to work on things which are in space, which move in space. So I want to work on rockets and satellites. From the options I had, I felt like, oh, in India I have limited options. But I didn't think broad enough initially. But then after a point, I started thinking, if I want to work on the most interesting thing for me, I have to think more more broad out of India. And then I applied for a job here. But I was not my expectations from this were very low, and also I heard the interviews and the selection process was tough. But I just knew I wanted to work here. That's it. And with all the limited knowledge I have, with I just applied, and each interview was bit of a suspense, and it was like I wouldn't at the first glance I wouldn't be able to do it, but when I thought a bit more about it, I would crack the question. And and also the exams and the tests were also like they were just like only the questions which I knew very well came in the exam. It was like that. It has a lot of deja vus to say.
Guys,
Yamini, I think you're mute. Now we are.
am I audible? Yeah.
Yes, now we are audible.
So if not any questions, then I have some great news to say. I have a big announcement. I'm just waiting. I guess we're done with the questions. So then let's just get into the next segment of the session. So before we close, the exciting news that I'm about to say is, especially those who love this kind of deep immersive spaces and someone who is really into, meditation, fun, and culturals and creativity. So it is all wrapped up in one event. Yeah, I'm definitely referring towards the Awakening Youth Fest, which is happening from August 15th to August 17th. It's a beautiful 3-day festival where conscious youth from across the world will gather for meditation, and they gather for music, art, wisdom talks, and panel discussions, nature walks, and a lot more. We'll give further details in the further sessions. And whoever is really interested, the registration link is already out. It is sent into different groups already. But please do follow us on Instagram so that we actually post new updates and new sessions on our Instagram page. The registration link is also mentioned in the bio. So you can go check that. If there's any doubts or any information that you need, please feel free to contact us on Instagram. And also, there's a number in the web page. You can go through that. And there's a question in the chat box, Pravalika. Can you please tell what's your favorite book?
Yeah, sure. The book that has helped me a lot and which is very practical, it's called You Forever. It's by Lobsang Rampa. So it explains metaphysical things in very, very simple terms that everyone can understand. And yeah, the second best I would say is Celestine Prophecy. That is all. It also has an interesting way of describing things. It's like it gives the scientific perspective of the meditation, energies, vibration, and it also talks about how when you meditate with plants, how the energy goes from you to the plant and from the plant to you. And that's also a very good book.
So once again, thank you so much, Pravalika. Thank you for showing up and accepting our request. Thank you.
Thank you, Yamini. Thank you, Yamini. Thank you all for joining. It's like remembering my path once again. So I feel very happy and very grounded now. So it's like uh, seeing all my journey once again in a very small amount of time.
Yeah. And today's session also reminded that living our purpose doesn't always has to be a big one or a dramatic leap or something. Sometimes it's about aligning with the smallest things that we could do in our everyday choices, and staying connected to our inner compass. So thank you everyone, and to everyone here, thank you for showing up for yourself and for this space. Let's keep this energy going through the week, through the conversations, and of course through the flow. We'll be back next Sunday and with another magical speaker and with a beautiful session on Ignite. Until then, stay conscious, stay connected, and stay in the flow. Thank you.
Thank you all.